So, hello Isaiah, how are you?
I'm fine, Gada. Thank you. What about you?
I'm very fine as well, and thank you for joining us again. This is the another episode of our discussions on the Worldview podcast. Uh, Lucy, how are you?
Hi, Saya. Hi, God.
Hello.
Good. Thank you for the invite. I've been longing to do this topic, and today was busy, but I had to avail myself for this video. Back to you, God.
Thank you very much, Lucy. Thank you very much, Isaiah. I want to just comment on our viewers. Thank you very much for those who have been viewing our videos and sharing them. For those who have subscribed, thank you. And if you think our content is nice, make sure you share to your friends and family. If you have anyone that is interested in this podcast, we want to build a community that we shall be sharing information out and wide. So today we want to discuss a very sweet and interesting topic. We want to discuss about AI, and we just want to exhaust all the impacts of AI, negative impacts, especially the negative impacts. There are many positives, but we just want to outline how AI has changed people's lives in a negative way. So is it a cheat code, or is it really a cheat itself? We might think it's a cheat code, but it's a cheat. It's a lie. So Isaiah, we shall start with you. What do you think is the negative impacts of AI? What have you seen that has really fascinated you and created a shock about AI?
Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity, Gada. First of all, let me start by what I understand by the term AI. To our viewers, artificial intelligence is now the ability to use maybe the internet. It also thinks like a human being. The way you can think, it's like a colleague. That's what I understand. So AI has many advantages, but mostly today we are going to focus on the disadvantages, as God has said. So the disadvantages are many. First of all, our privacy. AI gets to, like Alexa, for instance, shares with the information that you have, maybe all your behaviors. It gets to know your daily activities, and it can be used
Yeah,
against you badly if somebody hacks into your system. That can be used to blackmail you. We have seen instances where people have killed themselves. You see, deepfakes have also caused espionage in some countries. You can see a clear picture that maybe in a certain country they are killing people. When you just recheck, it's just a lie. You see, let me start with those two. Back to you guys.
yeah. What you mean is AI can be used to spread false information.
Yeah, deepfakes.
Like people can now create things that are not real and then spread false information. I've seen this in Ibrahim Traore, the new president of, is it Burkina Faso?
Yeah, it's Burkina
People are
Faso.
creating images that are not there. They are creating him talking what he did not say, just spreading propaganda. And these are things that has really infuriated some people. Some people now think there's a revolution or something. That information spreads out and wide. And some of these AI produced videos, they really make it look real. And some people think it's real in fact, which is very dangerous for the world. So thank you for that. What about you, Lucy? What do you think AI is, and what are the negatives that you have come across about AI?
Thank you, God. To my thinking, ChatGPT is just a scientific production of a human brain that,
So sorry, just a minute. So you are talking about ChatGPT
yeah,
as
is it
AI.
not AI?
It's one of the tools used.
It's one of the AI tools. Like ChatGPT is part of AI.
I can use that to wildly generalize everything.
You can use it as a form of AI. You can at least elaborate on it. Yeah, yeah. You can talk about ChatGPT as AI. Yeah, that's true.
Thank you. So I was saying, I think it's a scientific knowledge of production whereby they create a scientific web that acts like a human brain, whereby instead of having a one-on-one conversation or inquiring from the other person, you can directly ask ChatGPT directly from the comfort of your place.
Yeah, that's true. And what do you think is the negative thing about Chat GPT?
You know, the effect is negative or positive, yeah? So I'll speak of the negative effect. The negative effect that commonly I know of is the fact that it creates dependency, where one has to depend on it. It causes addiction. You'll find that someone cannot just use their own brain to think or to solve a problem. Hence, they have to use the AI to solve their problem, more so in academic areas.
Yes, in real life situations.
Yeah, ChatGPT has really affected education. Yeah, that's ChatGPT. For those who do not know, it's like a database. It's like a database where, just like the internet, like Google, where all information is gathered in it. It's like a database. You can retrieve information from it. ChatGPT has been created by very many people around the world. Some people even work remotely for ChatGPT currently. They submit researched information into the database. So when you go into it, you just retrieve information from it. And most students today are using it as a research database. They are using it to research from the academics. They want to get easy information. They don't want to go into the books. They don't want to do much work on the field. They just ask the ChatGPT to do projects for them. So it quite does what you've said. It's addictive. What Lucy has said, it's addictive, and in some form, it makes people lazy. They don't want to read much. This means it will create fake doctors, it will create fake engineers, and people will not even know how to do what they do. They can even ask. You might find there are people out here who are asking ChatGPT, how do I inject a person? Where do I inject? You can imagine you trusting a person who even doesn't know what he's doing. In the near future, that's what is coming, because people graduated to be doctors and engineers who were not really qualified. They depended on an AI tool to get to where they are.
Yes.
So I would like to say AI, ChatGPT is part of AI, that's first of all. And AI is quickly advancing. There are robots being created out here. People are ganging up, creating things that are out of this world, things that will do human work. Isaiah said that it has replaced people's manpower, it has replaced people in jobs. So it means that AI is taking over in some way, and it's quite dangerous. You know, you cannot control a robot. You can control a human being, but once a robot has defects, let's say you've created robots to fight, once it malfunctions, it's very dangerous. Okay? So back to you, Isaiah. We have uncovered ChatGPT with Lucy. Is there any other AI tool that you know out there?
There are many tools. For instance, there is that one created by X, now Tesla Grok. Grok. For me, I'm using the free version Grok 3. It can think, deep thinking. It can
Yeah.
also deep research. You see, this is a machine that can take 2 minutes and think deeply, something that you would have taken almost a day. You see, apart from making the work easier,
Yeah.
as you are
Yeah.
saying that we might have doctors that don't know their craft. So going on, it's better now for a person to eat apples rather than depend on a doctor to treat you. You will die there, my friend. How can you go to a doctor
Yeah.
who is also taking instructions from ChatGPT? Instructions that were loaded by
Yeah.
somebody
True.
else. As you know, an open data source, somebody has to load information there so that you can gain it on the front end, isn't it? Also,
Yeah, that's true.
are there
So I would like, yeah, yeah,
automations happening that can be through ChatGPT will also replace many jobs. Many people will be jobless.
yeah,
As we are speaking, maybe about
yeah,
100,000 people this year have lost their jobs to AI. There are some jobs that are rendered easy because there is AI. So some people, maybe some us in Africa here, people should focus on farming, because how do you explain? Now there are some things it does very fast, which is not bad. So you see, some people depend on some
yeah,
certain works to do to they're like the factory works now, they will be redundant in a few years. Machines will be doing those things. Back to you,
Yeah.
God, you wanted to talk?
Yeah, I wanted to challenge you on something.
Perfect.
You say they think very fast, but we cannot say that, because this is a tool. It's like a memory card. It's a database. So it does not think. The information in it has been put by human beings, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So what it does is you just retrieve information. You can even make it do a research.
Yes.
You can make it like you give it a question and then it gathers in some instructions. You give it instructions, and when it gets the instructions, it retrieves the information created by people. But the problem is the person who is retrieving the information from the database does not understand what is being passed. They will never be able to understand the real information of what they are retrieving. It's like a doctor, they want to know a cure for tuberculosis. Then they retrieve the information about the medicines from ChatGPT. And the problem is they will know the quantity, they will know the medicine, but they will not know what virus or what bacteria they are curing. They will not know what drug they are using. And the problem is research works in a way that medicines lose power themselves. So the more you use the same medicine, the more the cells adapt against it, the more the environment also adapts against it. So as time goes by, these people will not be creative anymore.
Yeah.
These people will not come up with new drugs.
But to support the same, I'm not challenging. ChatGPT AI,
Yeah.
for instance, it's adapting, it's learning from you the moment you are feeding it every day. For instance, you can just check if you have ever used
Yeah.
ChatGPT. You can just ask it, which kind of person do you think I am? It will really tell you who you are
Yeah.
according to your behavior, whatever you feed it.
Exactly.
So it's learning from us. That's
Yeah.
the thing that we are not focusing on. There's another day I was watching a podcast, of the founder of AI, maybe from I can't remember the name, but you can also go and check. The founder of AI warned against AI. He said it's dangerous, and that thing is really dangerous if not used in a correct way, because it can replace you. There's a certain day, Grok, or I don't know which AI, it refused to shut down. You know the way you can say, now let me shut down this laptop so I can repair it. Which term should I use? It was putting data in another
It was a
database.
malfunction.
Not a malfunction. It was trying to
Yeah.
update itself using now without the help of the company. It's advancing really
Okay.
quickly.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
It's a tool, if not used, when not used properly, it will become like a virus. It will be more detrimental than anything you've ever seen in this world. Because we can see that in robotics now,
Yeah.
they are trying now to put it in human beings. You know, it will succeed. It's a technology that's quite it has a lot. People have not learned even to use it. This is a type of technology that comes without a manual. It's not like in Google when you just search information, you just expect to find some history without any comments. For ChatGPT, it gives you with comments, even ideas. It tells you what should we do here. You know, with ChatGPT, it's all about giggle. If we just find that doctors, our modern doctors, maybe in this generation that we're in, who are lazy, who don't want to read books, you'll find a person who will do for you a surgery. He or she has never even opened the book. It is giggle. When you give it garbage, garbage out.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Yes, whatever you have just put there, that's who it will tell you you are. It's really a dangerous tool.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, because most people they do the same search on the internet. So the more you search, the more the cache that it's collected in it. So they understand the kind of person you are easily. Okay, what about you, Lucy? Have you come across any other tool, AI tool apart from ChatGPT?
No, really, I've not come across any other, but there's a question I wanted to pass across to Isaiah when he said, whatever you garbage ChatGPT, it's what it garbage bags. And I wanted to ask, like now Google, I am able to delete the history, whatever I searched long ago. So I wanted to ask, is the same thing to ChatGPT? Like, let's say, for example, can I clear my history? Is it possible?
Yes, yes, of course you can clear, but nowadays it has even memory. It continues to update itself. It's it's becoming a magnificent tool, but very dangerous at the same time. Imagine having a tool that is better than you because you have already fed it with whatever you know. It's learning from us. That's the problem with this tool. I've never seen a type of a tool, such a tool before. It's already, it's like it's growing up.
I get you, Isaiah. Thank you.
Thank you.
I guess to add on that, I will say that you can delete the history, of course, but the problem is there are hidden data that memory cards collect, if you get what I mean. They are called cookies, they are called caches. Some of them are so hidden that you cannot clear, you see. So that is why the police and the DC or any investigative agents across the world, they can easily access your information whenever they have any data, any electronic device that you use for communication. By communication, I mean the internet, searching, web browsing, talking to people. They can retrieve anything because even if you delete, there are some stored cookies where they can retrieve. And the creators of these things, they know they do that intentionally so that they can improve their AIs. By what you comment, maybe on ChatGPT, if you ask a question today and it's not exhaustively covered in the ChatGPT, they take initiative the same day. There are some people employed, they take an initiative the same day to add data into their database to make sure that the second time you come to retrieve information, they have more advanced information from it. You see what I mean? And what Isaiah said about updating itself, I think it's a malfunction in the same time. And it's very dangerous. A malfunction on a tool created by human beings is very dangerous. It's like right now we have a bomb, a nuclear bomb being created somewhere, and it's AI controlled or AI built. And then it malfunctions. You can imagine what it can cause. Let's say a bomb starts now, or let me say, not a bomb itself. You know, a bomb, when we say a bomb, someone might think is the explosive part of it. Bombs have computers as well. There are some places where they are commanded to, like, to explode or commanded to move like a rocket or to be launched. Let me say that. So that component of launching is the AI part. Let's say bombs right now are controlled by AI and AI malfunctions, and the bombs are sent all over the world. It's a massive destruction of the world already. So when you say that there's a time it was not stopping, it was not shutting, and it was updating itself, it's a form of malfunction.
Pardon?
And it's equally,
Excuse.
yeah, are you getting me?
I've gotten the word that I wanted to use before. It was backing itself up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the word I was forgotten.
Okay. Bugging.
Backing.
Okay. It's a backup. Okay, okay.
They were
So
trying
it was
to
like updating itself.
they were trying to shut it down since it had made a certain comment a racist or it was a slang. But it was now updating it. It was now backing itself up even without being put on. It's like trying to create a different
Yeah.
database on its own. Can you see how dangerous that thing is?
That's very dangerous. Very dangerous. And you know, the term artificial intelligence itself tells you that it has an intelligence in itself. Like it's a computer, but it has been created to automate itself.
And so, Isaiah, if I may ask, that the day you are saying it was backing itself, was there any awareness that was created, at least to notify other people around?
Now the problem is they'll just create awareness. You're using it for free. Why should they tell you anything more than what you should know?
No. So probably, if one day, let's say, the effect comes, it can really badly affect.
In future, I think we will be colonized by robots or AI, even if it's not on our generation. coming generations, this thing will conquer us.
Yeah.
But what you're saying is taking over, in fact, because we are already colonized by it. They say when you capture a person's mind, you have caged him already.
Yeah, we are already
Because
caged.
there's nothing this person can do anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and this is a creation by human beings themselves.
Yeah, it's a creation by human beings. But that's why sometimes you wonder, did technology really come to make it easy? Like AI, is it making it easy for us as human beings? Thinking, people cannot solve problems on their own. The most intelligent people, most of, maybe in our class, maybe 50 people, almost all of them are using ChatGPT or Perplexity AI, not Turnitin. There's this, people are using different types of AI to
Yeah.
do their tasks. The tasks that were meant to improve your critical thinking. Nobody's reading books anymore. What will happen now to how will we solve problems? If, for instance, our politicians are already educated and they are this messy, what about those who are not who lack critical thinking? We are going to have issues. We will be having engineers who cannot solve anything, who cannot build roads, who cannot build bridges. It's like we are going back before civilization. It is really taking us back.
Before industry.
Yeah,
Before.
yeah.
Yes.
Because
I think what you're saying is,
you have a phone that is brilliant than you. Hey, it's really dangerous.
yeah. And you know, the people who preceded us, predecessors, they did a wonderful work to find a lot of things. They found medicines, they found cars. Like their way of scientific innovations made life easier.
Easy.
But where we are going to, yeah, it's making it more difficult in a way that people now don't want to work. Some people even delegate duties to AI, like do a research for me, tell me what to do when I want to cure this, tell me what to do if I want to find an apple or grow an apple. So experimenting will be lesser and lesser, and practical things will be lesser and lesser.
Mm.
Yeah, okay. So another thing that I wanted to us to talk a little bit about is as we continue using this AI, and we are also raising kids who are growing up in the same environment, we are finding it even difficult to communicate with our kids. Like you find a kid maybe is playing a game. You know, some games are part of AI. People are communicating with imaginary people. You see, like there's a game called Roblox. You're communicating and playing with someone, and these are toys that are playing. They are just imaginary stuff. So how is this thing doing the world? Like are people being connected, or are people losing more connection day by day?
I
On my
think we are
side, I'll
losing
say
connection.
it really reduced
It's
the
tearing us
interaction of
apart.
people and connection. Are you getting me?
Yes, I'm getting you.
Oh, I was saying it really reduced the interaction and coming together of people because now you find it's very easy for others to interact, not face to face. As I said earlier, it really makes it easier. You don't need to travel and come where I am. The interaction and relationship levels of human being.
Yeah, just to comment on that, I think what you're saying is very true because, like research, some research work needs a group of people. They need a panel. So, through AI, you cannot even meet, you cannot share ideas exhaustively. And there is much power in physical meetings. Like right now, if I call for a meeting and you bring a Zoom meeting, whatever I'm going to pass will not be exhaustive. And some people will not even be listening to the speaker. Do you understand what I mean? Sometimes you are communicating, but if you are just using your phone, you might just be there by image, but you're not there physically and mentally, if you know what I mean. So that social connection is reducing day by day, and it's going to be a big problem. What can you say about that, Isaiah? Is this AI reducing connection? Like, is it connection, and is it going to be a problem in the future?
I think AI will become it's a solution. It's solving many problems, like in medicine, engineering, every industry. AI is really it has a positive impact, but nobody is really focusing on the negative impacts. Like for us human beings, now the human touch will be lost, because now for you can ask AI for advice. You see, investment advice. It will give you some advice, even though not like a finance expert, but it will really give you something that you can start with. So it will kill the human connection, because most people even take therapies from AI. Their AIs act like they're
Exactly.
confident, forgetting that whatever you're telling AI is not a secret. It's not a secret. It will be used somewhere, or it can even be used against you. Like the CEO of ChatGPT recently said in an interview. So people are just using this thing, and I know they want to make life easier, but they're just using it out of ignorance. You see, there is no manual. Nobody has read whatever the guidelines that are supposed. There is no guidelines that people read so that they can use AI. You see, like when before even operating your television, there's a manual. But AI, people are just diving in,
Yeah.
just consuming whatever they don't know. It's a new product in market, making things easy. People are just replace. Some people now even treat AI as their friends. There's Alexa. You know of Alexa?
Yeah.
It acts as a help in your house. Now see a person just filling a house with machines.
Yeah. Now we see Alexa, someone tells Alexa, put on the lights, Alexa, check the camera. It's quite fascinating because now you don't even want to go and check who is knocking at the door. You just tell Alexa to check.
Yes. You see?
You can even hear my own Alexa is talking,
Yeah, you see, now it's
which is quite interesting.
that's what we are talking about.
Yeah, yeah. And that is quite fascinating. And it's good it just reacted because that is where we are right now.
You see, now it's in the background listening to all what you are talking right now.
Exactly. And it's recording the
It's recording
information.
the information. That's what can be. Hey,
That's one thing
these
that
things.
really tells you there's no privacy.
Yeah, no privacy at all.
Yeah, and I don't know if you guys came across this thing about Siri, Apple Siri. It's whenever Apple Siri is a tool on Apple iPhone that brought a lot of controversy. It was a tool that people will ask it anything and it will come with an answer. And funny thing is, people were now astonished on the amount of information that Siri collects. You might just be talking and it's collecting your data, and people said data privacy was totally breached with iPhone. But now it's almost everything, not just iPhones, it's almost all gadgets around us. There are also even fridges. A fridge that works through the internet. You command the fridge to shut, you command the fridge to defrost. Like, it's quite funny. It's quite funny right now. And these things are replacing human beings. That's why people are now less active. You find a lot of people are obese, a lot of people have mental issue because of depression. They don't connect socially. So it's like a disaster. It's like a pandemic in some way that is coming, and it will actually come. It will come to haunt the human beings unless we change. I don't think there is a reverse button. So another thing I wanted us to just touch on before we end our discussion is, what do you think are the measures that human beings should take in order to prevent themselves from the drastic effects of AI that are surely and steadily coming? Lucy, what do you think is one of the things that human beings should do against the bad effects of AI?
I'll first start with saying they should put the limitation whereby Isaiah said it's free online. I'll urge they should put at least the age limit of, let's say, until you get to a certain age, that's when you can access the data. Like, for example, you can imagine with the ChatGPT, it gives you information to everything you've asked. So I feel like our children are not at the safe place with it at all. And secondly, I think they should also create I think they should also create a timeline whereby they put a duration of how long you're going to use the data. For example, they should create like you can only use it for 5 hours. So this one gives you a period duration of when you can be online. That will enable you to at least have interaction with other, at least create some privacy. But as much as Isaiah was saying, it also gives information to everything. I think it can also mislead. But because you've given it a trust of 100%, it can easily mislead you, hence causing more damage.
Okay, so the main point you're saying is there should be a censorship, like an age restriction thing.
And also I've mentioned
Okay.
of the timeline duration. Let's say it can just be, you can only use the chat GPT for 5 hours. That one will give you a timeline of at least for the rest hours you can be available for other activities, rather than this one will reduce the addiction part of it.
Yeah, that's brilliant, Lucy. I think that's true. By reducing the time interaction with chat GPT or AI, we bolster the human interactions and we focus more on physical research and mental research, such that if you are working on a project for 5 or 2 hours, you've been using AI, the rest you are restricted for the same day, so that you can now focus on your mental ability to do research on yourself.
Yeah, because if you come to think deep of ChatGPT, it can also it causes memory retention, whereby when you use it, your memory is not able to retain whatever information you've gotten from it. Because what you believe in, it's ChatGPT is correct. So your brain is not retaining any information from it.
All right, Lucy, thank you very much. That's very insightful. It might even lead to you being very foolish, or let me say, you might not think anymore. Like, yeah, you might just be existing and everything is being done by the internet for you. So what about you, Isai? What can we do to reduce the effects of AI?
I think this is a collective thing. AI is here to help. It's just a tool. It's just a tool. It's a big word. It's not just a tool like any other. This is a tool that can learn, can adapt, and even can be used to harm you. Like Tesla, the cars can drive themselves. If you are at risk, maybe if you have fainted or something, the car can be driven. But what if somebody hacks it? It can also kill you.
Or it malfunctions and goes to a very high speed.
I can't say it's a double-edged sword. It can either benefit you or not benefit you. So I urge our listeners, everybody that will engage with this topic, we should be responsible. Let us act responsibly. It's a tool that has come to make our work easier. But in the long run, if we overdepend on it, it will replace us. That's what will be. It will replace us in the most lucrative positions that are there, the leadership positions. If you cannot think critically, we're asking you a question, how do we reduce hunger? You say, hey, let me ask my assistant, ChatGPT, how do we reduce hunger in Turkana? It tells you. You think that machine is stupid. It knows that you're actually over depending on it. The ones who are behind it now say, we have achieved whatever we wanted. Now we are controlling the world. If somebody controls your mind, they are controlling you. Even if you're not chained. Nowadays, colonization it's no longer whipping you with canes. We just make you rooted on a television, or maybe now we have replaced the television now with AI. Whatever you ask it, it gives you. But because you are no longer reading or doing research, everything it tells you, it's true. You just take it as true. So I think the government should also put ethical frameworks that should guide this AI. Like Lucy has shared before me, that we should use AI from a certain age. Maybe because most students use it in university. The age limit should be like maybe 30. Or if it's we cannot avoid it anymore, like now I think it's unavoidable, people should be taught how to use it ethically, using AI ethically. Maybe if you have used AI, you can reference and say, but from ChatGPT, like the way we usually in tech site, that in this information I've gotten from so and so, according to so and so. So if you're using ChatGPT, maybe it should be allowed to a certain percentage. so that it can be known you have used ChatGPT and it's not entirely your work. Because ChatGPT, as of now, there's AI PRM, that model, that type of AI, it can assist you write here a book in one click. And whatever Lucy has shared is regarding what time they should set a time limit. I think it's impossible for those who are paying for that service. For those who are using it for free, it's possible, because paying for premium accounts of AI, it costs quite a lot. It costs almost a fortune. There's maybe almost 200 USD. So a person cannot pay 200 USD and you tell him that he'll only use it for 5 hours. So there, maybe we call for the government, maybe urge the government to create also policies or legal frameworks that will also limit the use. But for those who are using it for profit purposes, you cannot tell them to limit it. It's actually impossible, because ChatGPT is a company like Google. They have their revenues that they have set. And just to remind you guys, AI companies are now the most profitable companies. Like, I don't know if you know the NVDA guy. Actually, that thing,
Yeah.
its worth is more than Africa right now. That company, the chips they have, it cannot be replaced anymore. It is here to stay with us. So what we just have to do is learn how to live with AI. Be responsible. That's what I urge our listeners and us. That's what we should maybe work on. Thank you. Back to you, God.
Yeah, that's very insightful. It's here with us. We cannot run away from it. And I heard you saying that it's quite expensive, and I will just reiterate on that. I think that one of the things that can help censor AI is to make it very expensive. Like, if it's the basic free one, it should just have a little information that will help people. And I think what they should do, the owners or the CEOs of AI, what they should do is once you input or once you ask it anything sensitive, they should collect your data and make arrests on some people who are searching for things like how should I kill a person and like decimate the remains that they cannot find me. You use that information, submit it to the investigative officers, arrest people, make arrests so that people can know this is not something that you can just joke with. Another thing is when you search something, it should limit you what you're searching. If it's academic stuff, it should restrict. And on the cost, they should make it very high such that only elite people can access it. And again, I don't think they are very serious. Out here, they are very serious scientists who know what they are looking for. They don't depend on this ChatGPT and such things. So that is a blessing in disguise, because a real scientist will go into the field and do their research work, which is a good thing. And we would like to urge people to keep embracing human knowledge. Make AI improve through your knowledge. Don't let AI replace you. That's what I can say. So I think we have come to the end of this podcast today, and this calls for more discussion. We shall talk more about the internet and technology in another episode. And this was a wonderful episode, I think. I would like us to wind up. Thank you very much. I would like you to tell our viewers something as we end this session. Please start. We shall start with Lucy.
Thank you. And what may I'll ask our viewers to drop down in the comment section below is what is their take about the AI? Are they seconding it, or are they seeing the large part of the side effect of it? And what Isaiah just said, there are some people who are using it for profit wise. And that tells you how much it can also create employment as well. As much as we're thinking of the negative side, it can also create employment. Because if I'm paying it for business purposes, that means I'll end up employing 2 or more people to help me as well. And the bottom line of my side will be I will ask people to please share your views about the topic down in the comment section below, and remember to like our videos, share and comment. And we shall always be willingly to share and to expand the topics you guys will be giving us in the comment section below. Thank you. Back to you, Gad.
Thank you, Lucy. Thank you for what you've just shared with us. I would like also Isaiah to share with us a goodbye message to our viewers. No, I see you again, not goodbye. I
I
see you
see you
again
again.
message and just say something to our viewers.
To our viewers, don't get perplexed that we are only focused on the negatives. We are focusing on the things that are affecting. This podcast is about topics or about real issues that are affecting us as human beings. Focusing on the negatives is because it affects how we are perceiving our daily life activity. So my parting shot is use AI for the right reasons. Let it improve you. Use it to critique your work. Use it to improve yourself. Like for instance, what God does, the project you have now for the body plan workout. I challenge you to use it or ask it, whatever I've made, does it make sense? Those are the things you should ask, not just sit down until you click, waiting for it to do everything. So you are not learning anything. At the end of the day, without learning anything in this life becomes boring. If you don't have any project, or maybe if it's just one click away, what will you be doing? If the work that you're supposed to do for the whole day, you have just achieved it in a second, life will become boring. It will cause depression. So let us use this thing responsibly. That is my parting shot. And share this content, engage in the comments, say whatever, what do you think we should talk more about? What can we improve on? How has this content improved your perception and so on? Thank you. Back to you, God.
Yeah, thank you very much, Lucy and Isaiah. And I have just remembered something that you've just said. There was a set book we did in high school. I think it was called Kidagaa Kimemwozea. It was a Kiswahili set book. You've just reminded me something about it. There was one guy who stole someone's book in that set book, and he did not know what the book was about. And when he was being interviewed about the book, this is a play within a play now. When he was being interviewed about the book and asked what the book is about, he didn't have the answers to the questions. So it's the same thing. If you ask AI to do something for you today, you are just stealing someone's work. You can make it do for you a plan, but if you are asked generally what your plan is about, you don't know about it, which is a very big shame.
Freeze.
Kill, yeah, let's not kill our brains. Let's try to be human beings. Let's not use artificial intelligence for the wrong purposes. So thank you very much, guys. We shall see you again in the next episode. I hope you share, like, and subscribe to our channels and follow. See you again.
Thank you.
Thank you.